So the other day, I was looking around, and I found this iceberg of the most disturbing visual novels ever created, and I wanted to share that with you because they're really disturbing. Here's the iceberg that I found. I'll put it up for a second. Here it is. Here's the iceberg. It's got all the tears. It looks like an iceberg. Now that that's out of the way, let's start with number 1, the very top of the iceberg. Persona 5. Persona 5 is a visual novel about a boy who goes to school. While going to school, he also makes a bunch of cool friends and fights monsters. It has some JRPG elements, and they're pretty generic, but it transcends the JRPG stigma by having a really cool UI. The style of the UI really carries the game and makes it something special and worth playing. Be careful though, it's a bit of a time sink at roughly 150 plus hours of gameplay if you're playing the special royalty edition of the game. Overall, this visual novel isn't the most disturbing thing you could play. That's why it's near the top. Heading on to number 2, Doki Doki Literature Club. Doki Doki Literature Club is a visual novel about 4 girls who are in love with you, the player. DDLC is so popular because of the way that it subverts your expectations of how a normal dating sim should work. It does this by using subtle horror elements and tropes that are usually played out in a visual novel. It's widely regarded as the best visual novel by many. I recommend you try this one out, as it's only 5 hours at maximum. Number 3, Gore Screaming Show. Gore Screaming Show is a visual novel about a boy who moves into town and is haunted by supernatural stuff that freaks him and his friends out. There's a mysterious little girl who's probably the cause of everything, I think. It's regarded as disturbing because of its extensive ero-guro content. Lots of gore and sex. Much of that. In fact, some would say that that's all that's in it. Number 4, Higurashi no Naku Koro ni. Higurashi no Naku Koro ni is a visual novel about a boy who moves into town and is haunted by supernatural stuff that freaks him and his friends out. There's a mysterious little girl who is probably the cause of everything, I think. It is disturbing because this green-haired girl rips her nails out and stuff. Very bloody and creepy. Not for the faint-hearted, as there's many horror contents that reside within. Number 6, Full Metal Daemon Muramasa. FMDM, as it's commonly abbreviated, is a visual novel about a guy with a really cool mech who goes around saving people. He fights people he deems bad and beats them and saves the day. This visual novel is deemed as disturbing because it has lots of non-consensual acts within it. That's no good, and quite honestly, I don't know how Muramasa even let that happen. He can fly! Number 7, Majikoi. I haven't played this one. I don't really know anything about it. Number 8, Danganronpa. This visual novel is disturbing because it has a bunch of people all trapped inside of a school. And to escape, they have to kill each other. The first in the killing game genre, it was very ahead of its time. It features a very quirky cast of characters all known as super levels. It can be very upsetting seeing someone you like in the game die. Number 9, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. This is a direct upgrade to the original Doki Doki Literature Club. It features many new content. Number 10, Majikoi S, a sequel to Majikoi. From what I could gather, the S in Majikoi S stands for sequel. I also haven't read this one, so I have nothing to talk about. Now we're getting to the real heavy hitters. These next few visual novels in the iceberg are really not for the faint of heart. Number 11, Saya no Uta. Saya no Uta is a very graphic and disturbing visual novel about a little girl who eats people. She is fed by her friend, who aids her in eating people and stuff. Her friend is very ill and sees everything as meat and stuff besides her and stuff. This visual novel is very disturbing because of its graphic contents. Number 12, Saya no Uta 2. This game doesn't exist, why the hell is it here? I mean, seriously, who put this on the list? What the hell? Number 13, Danganronpa V3. This game is a direct sequel to Danganronpa, which occurred on the list previously. It made everything in the game a whole lot more violent and more evil. It is definitely more disturbing than the last installment. And finally, we're on to number 14, the final visual novel on this iceberg. The most disturbing visual novel of all time. Euphoria. Euphoria is about people stuck in an area and they have to have sex to escape. There's a lot of disturbing contents in this, such as poop stuff, among other things. It's just too much. I can't do this. This video's done. I can't do this anymore.